Hey YouTube. Before I begin, I just want to let you know I just washed my hair. If you can't see, it's all wet. I have to brush it out for the curls to look all like woof. So please don't mind me. I'm just gonna be brushing my hair. Um, this video is gonna be about a very sensitive subject. I feel like anyone who knows me knows that this is a very hard subject for me to talk about, and it's a very difficult subject for me to get into. But since my, second session for electrolysis was a week from this day, and I have 2 more sessions, and then I'm scheduled for my surgery in November, I felt like it was probably a good time to start talking about it. And that is the topic of sex. So currently I am pre-op, which means I have not had my SRS surgery. If you don't know what SRS surgery is, please watch my other videos and you'll see I kind of talk about it. And it's basically, sexual reassignment. So, for me, it is a very sensitive subject when it comes to sex. I am so, you know, but yeah, so let's get started. And full disclaimer, I just want to say that not all trans women have the surgery. I feel like, there are some girls out there who are totally fine with their bodies and don't feel the need to do it, and that's okay. Me personally, I couldn't imagine, and that's just a decision that I've made for myself. With that being said, though, I will not speak for other women. I can just speak for myself. So moving forward, you ever seen Clueless where they're like rolling with the homies? But yeah, so when it comes to sex, I am like no bueno. I am awkward and weird, and yeah, it's just like I am not, I'm 24 years old, and I can honestly tell you that I still don't really understand it or, get it. I'm so bad at it. And I kind of felt like it's time to talk about it because my surgery's coming up, and I'm gonna begin this new chapter in my life, so it's good to start talking about what it was like to not, or to be sexually, to, God, I can't speak, to experience sex pre-op. And this, like I said, this is only from my perspective. I can't speak for other women. But for me, it is awkward. I knew going into this that I wanted my surgery. I've known that this is something that I really wanted to do. So, this entire time I had just really knew that that's what I wanted. But, life happens. I moved to LA in 2016 after, going back and forth from Utah. And since 2016, did I say 2014? I meant 2016. I moved here in 2016. I'm gonna have to fix that. I might not. Whatever. I moved here in 2016, and ever since then it's just been, I've been through it all. I've been through the players, the chasers, the fuckboys, the liars, the hit it and quit it's, the one night stands, the guys who want a relationship and who are caring and understanding. I've been through it all, and we can talk about relationships later, but for right now I just want to stay on the focus of sex. For me, it is so not comfortable. I mean, I think the last time I was involved with someone intimately was probably, over 5 months ago, and it was awful. Great guy. I feel like we underestimate how open a lot of men in our society are. I think that, when you look at me, I'm a woman, and I'm a female, and I feel like for most men, they also see that too, So a lot of guys, they, a lot of guys are open to that, and I've even had guys who have told me, like, we don't care that you're pre-op. We like you the way you are, you know. The guy who made that painting was an amazing guy, and you know, I really appreciated having him. He was totally, you know, accepting, supportive, didn't give a fuck, you know. And it's funny because it was all me. It was, everything was me. I was the one who had the issue. I was the one that didn't want to, you know, do anything. And you know, I literally was with him for 2 months and didn't do anything with him, you know. By the way, thank you, Peter, you were the best. You know, when I think about sex, I literally freeze up and start to cry, you know. Like, it's to the point where I am so scared, you know. I'm actually talking to someone currently, and they're very supportive, and he's very understanding, and you know, he's not forcing me or making me feel like I have to do anything. But I was thinking about being with him intimately, and I started crying because it's like I'm just not used to that. So, you know, I'm really excited about this new chapter. I feel like once I'm done having surgery, I'll be able to be more comfortable with my own skin and body. I do want to say that I am not going to be having sex for a very long time. I plan on, you know, getting to know myself. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube where girls have their surgery and they're just like, you know, they're ready. And for me, like I said, I'm not doing this for anyone else. I am doing this surgery for myself. I would love to learn about my body before letting a man into it, you know? And so I don't plan on it anytime soon. However, when the time comes and I'm ready to give my body to someone, I feel like that's going to be really liberating and frightening at the same time. You know, yeah, so I, yeah, I am definitely excited. And, yeah, you know, I feel like if you guys have any questions, I don't know, I feel like I should probably add more. Maybe I'll, you know, if anyone has any more questions or anything, I can maybe provide, like, tell you more stories. I don't really know, you know. Yeah. So, that's my story.